I have been working on a project that I call LLMail. LLM, so large language model, mail, well, email. And it is a project that aims to automate replying to emails via an LLM. And currently, it is compatible with any OpenAI compatible API. Anyway, let's see this in action. And we can easily run this with LLmail. And this uses this .env file, which there are many more lines to this that actually has my credentials and stuff for Outlook and Gmail, but I'm just going to show .env.example, which doesn't have that information. So watch interval, as you can already see the redact email addresses, watch interval, and system prompter. So watch interval in seconds, it is how often the program fetches new emails through IMAP. Subject key is the subject that the emails must have to automatically reply to. Alias is effectively just a from field, so you can set the name. System prompt, in this case you can see the system prompt, it's just telling it to make small talk, pretty much. Redact email addresses just redacts email addresses in the logs, as you can see here. OpenAI key, OpenAI base URL, and OpenAI model, this is all for LLM APIs. You have Gmail settings, and then you also have Outlook settings down here. Message ID domain, this really isn't that important, it just lets you change the message ID header domain and log level. So that's a quick walkthrough of .env, and we use many of these in .env actually being used. So it's checking every 10 seconds, meaning we should be able to send an email to it. So as you can see right here, I was already working on testing this. So let's compose an email. So /techno.com is currently my domain. And then we will send this. And then let's just do hello. Did you see the latest? You read the article on company on example. I'm just making something up. Example might be an actual company. If it is, that's kind of funny. Hello, how are you? Did you read the article on example? So small talk. Let's send it. This checks every 10 seconds currently. And then there's also the delay between email servers. So it just did send the email, as you can see right here. Let's try what your favorite part about the company's vision thus far. If it can actually come up with something, that'd be interesting, without admitting that it's an experiment. So right now, and of course the system prompt can be customized, so if you just wanted to act like vanilla ChatGPT or Llama, you can. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can use this with ChatGPT. I know you can use it with GPT 3.5, GPT 4, and GPT 4o. It has the ability of allowing you to access LLMs, or what many people will just call AI, in environments where you otherwise could not. For example, think about really old computers that just have an email client. Now you can access an LLM and actually interact with an LLM from them. And what about in other environments? For example, some schools are blocking ChatGPT. Well, of course you can use another web UI. What about email? Because often email will not be blocked. And even in workplaces in some cases, if for whatever reason ChatGPT or another LLM is blocked, then you can still interact with them through emails. Of course, then the actual address for the bot can be blocked, but you can also just use IMAP SMTP on an internal address theoretically. So anyway, that's one use case. However, I've also been working on a project called Rather Curious Mastodon. And this is a project which is a framework for building Mastodon bots. And if we go here, and then if we go to commands, we can see that it works by declaring commands. So you can just declare a command, and that's pretty easy to add. So you make a command like this, for example, and then in main.py, you can just add those commands. And I might implement a similar thing into LLMail. However, that might still not be cool enough. What about using PhiData? PhiData, as you can see here, allows you to build AI assistants with memory, knowledge, and tools. So, I propose, what if I add this to LLMail? Suddenly, you don't just have a bridge to LLMs. Instead, you have a full AI assistant that's built on whatever data you want, has access to whatever tools you want, and even has access to past messages. Now, I might not go directly to PhiData because one, I'm not sure if I have the processing power to actually run RAG locally, and I'm not sure how much OpenAI would cost, so I'll have to figure that out. But if PhiData doesn't work out, I do aim to somehow give it access to a knowledge base and maybe the internet, depending on how much popularity this project gets. Because in that case, this can actually be used by companies and enterprises. It already can to a certain extent because you can customize the system prompt, so you can make it act like a company's representative, for example. But in reality, how much use is that currently? You still need to have some layer of knowledge for it to function. Because it depends still. Because if it's already been trained on that data, then yeah, it probably could. But either way, for this to fully replace something like a support team, not even a full support team, but just like the initial representative to just sort out where a support email goes to, this could be built to do that. The aim, currently, again, it's usable, it can be used as a bridge. But the aim is not just for it to be a bridge, it's for it to be a full-on assistant. I'm currently a student as well, and I'm focusing on publishing open source software, building my portfolio. However, if you think that what I'm doing is cool, support would be amazing. So I have a GitHub sponsors profile that I created a couple weeks ago, or actually a week ago, I believe. And support would mean a lot through that. It'll also let me experiment with more APIs as I can use GitHub sponsors to fund that. So, would mean a lot if you consider sponsoring me. Thanks for watching.